there's people as well, and there's been doctors and nurses that have said this to me, and I understand it's selfish going on about this, but I know everyone has a hard life, but they have their escapism. They have their escapism. They can have a horrible life, and they still have the hobby, and they still can escape into watching something or something like that. So I'm telling you, this is all for a reason, and I am meant to continually get shat on throughout my life because making videos was my escapism. It was something where I can't even be happy making those, knowing that I'm single and I at least can just do that because that's the whole point. So you know what? I'm manifesting whatever I've got because music was the whole thing that was gaslighting me into being alive, and I would rather gaslight myself into being alive and have a playlist of songs where I'm ruminating on that than I would take it out on any more people. So if I die this year and if I have lots of drama in my life, at least it's a life that I'm actually living. Because I think of that Billy and Mandy quote, I thought of it for years, where it's like, I'm so miserable, like that. That's how I feel. That's how I felt in my relationship. And that's how I feel now. So I would honestly, anyone would want anything at all that would show them that they're actually living. So bring it on. If there's going to be drama and or whatever, like I'm I'm ready for that. And failing that, it was still what was stopping me from hurting myself. So if you take away that music, don't take away the music. If you take away the music, then I'm obviously going to go more insane. And that's the thing. Like, I can't focus on anything but music. So I'm doing this because, and even if there's no other side, even if there's no other side, again, this is not a life that is fun living. It's not fun to live this life and continually get shat on for things that I at least had as a safety net, like making videos. I can't have them. I can't have them anymore. So I'm doing this, whether people like it or not, and because we all want to at least be happy before we die, and I want to actually know what a proper relationship is like. Even if it's constant drama, it's living. This is not living. This is awful. It's horrible. Crying myself and then being put on antidepressants several times. Like, but no, that's how it's fated to end this year. That's why it's going to end the way it did, because it's seen in a black and white thing. That's the whole point. That is the whole point. So I'm going to get killed this year. This is the whole point. So it doesn't matter about that. What matters is all the stuff I said about trans people and what my ex did to me. That is what matters. It doesn't matter the effect that it had on me and the fact that that person is coasting along currently with a relationship with someone for a year and a half. Doesn't matter. What matters is I've hurt trans people's feelings and I've actually told the truth on what actually goes on in this world. So I'm going to get it. But if I'm going to get it, let me actually live my life and actually enjoy having any sort of life, because this is no life. This is no life, which is why I keep wishing to die in my sleep, which I don't actually want. Of course, I want to improve and get better, but I just, no. So yeah, I am going to continually keep adding to my playlist, because what would you rather? Me take it out on loads of people and become even more of a monster than I already am, or would you just like me to like you don't you are all trying to save me from doing something to myself. So if I have the music that stops me doing something to myself, whether there's another side or not, it's doing something that is keeping me alive. Because I honestly I think about ending it so many times, so many times.